Hello, everybody. We are live again for another episode of What the Hack. Always excited to be here with you. We've got an audience that's growing around the world, and we just appreciate so much your attention and dedication to supporting our weekly program every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So share this link with your team members and business associates and those that you're associated with that are actually involved in growing their online businesses, that are interested in growing their online businesses, or has a general interest in social media. But the focus of the What the Hack program is always tips, ideas, strategies, tools, and things that you can use to up your game in social media. So that's what we're going to do. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about that as people are getting notified to join in. Now, if you are watching the replay, which most of you will be, go ahead and put in the comments #replay and what country you're viewing from, because we have been gaining an audience that is expanding internationally, well over 15 countries, expanding into many more. So it really is fun to see all you guys get connected to the What the Hack program. So again, every week there is a little notification button that you can share this right now with your team members. Share it in a chat group, share it in your training group, share it on your profile. Hey everybody, I'm so glad to be here. Coming off a long trip just recently to Southeast Asia, where I had just an amazing time. 16 Ramos and I had just an incredible time. And so here I am, another topic, and I'm really passionate about this because this is exciting to me. Have any of you noticed that there's 16, hi 16, have any of you noticed that scrolling through your news feeds recently, that the majority of what you're seeing are videos as opposed to static images like photographs and graphics? The other day, I was scrolling through my newsfeed on Facebook, and I looked at 20 posts in a row. 17 of those posts were videos. Now, we're going to have to begin to learn and understand the different types of videos out there, because the stats coming out of some of the social media marketing companies in 2018 are really exciting. And I want to share one of those statistics with you as it relates to video viewing. And then we're going to get into some hacks, actually a few tools to up your game and to increase your productivity with stories, because that's definitely where it's at. Did you know in 2018, 77% of all the viewed content on the internet, and let me say this again, this is so overwhelming, 77% of all the viewed content on the internet were videos. Boom. An amazing thought to think about from the standpoint of being a marketer and growing an online business. 77%. And I've noticed as well my own behavior over the last 6 months. I'm scrolling through my feed, and what's grabbing my attention, what I'm stopping on, are not static images, they're videos. That's what's grabbing my attention, or stories, of course, which are short versions of videos. And what we're going to focus on a little bit in this discussion is what we call short form videos. Those are videos that are around the 15-second mark, which happens to be, by coincidence, what a story segment would be on Instagram. And so that is something that's really important for you to understand the relevance of that, because the other statistic I wanted to share with you is that in 2019, experts expect viewing of content in the internet to be 82% or more videos. So that really means that we have to make some major adjustments in our approach to how we're connecting with people, with most everyone that wants to see video content. So there is short form videos, there are long form videos, and of course there are broadcasts. So let's talk about that a little bit right now. I'm going to share with you some hacks, and some actually in the form of some productivity tools that I'm just testing out and I really love. I'm really liking them, and I think I'm going to be using them on a regular basis. The first one is that we're always, the most common question from the business leaders that we're talking to is, how do I edit those videos to make them 15 seconds or under? How do I make them look better? Where do I find templates? A great new app is called Cut Story. Cutstory. Cut Story. It automatically cuts videos for Instagram or Facebook into 10 to 20 second segments for you. Love that because it solves the problem of determining what the size, the time frame of the video should be for a story on Facebook or on Instagram. Now, what's a hack for creating content? Although many of you might be thinking, I need to run around and think about 10, 15, 20-second segments of content. Not really. What you should be thinking about during the day is taking lots of video that is actually unlimited in the time frame, and then later on cutting it down to 10, 15, 20-second segments with an app like Cut Story. So I could be out at the park, I could have some random thoughts about social media, about what I'm doing for the day, whatever it might be, and actually just talk for a while and then chop that up. So, for example, if I talk for 10 minutes, that is how many 15-second segments. If I could cut that up, I'd have a lot of content. So there's a hack for you. Think in terms of long-form video as far as in your library, on your phone or digital camera, whatever you're using, and then later on going back and cutting that into smaller segments to expand the value and the use of that content through an app like Cut Story. Jetpack is another app. Now, we've talked about some apps in a previous episode, so this is a little bit of a continuation of that. Jetpack is a hashtag assistant. We know how important it is to have hashtags on our Instagram content, not so much on Facebook, but there are keywords that we want to think about using in our captions, trending keywords on Facebook. We're going to save that for another episode. So I'm just going to talk about hashtags. What I love about the Jetpack tool, excuse me, is that it allows you not only to figure out what the trending hashtags are, using up to 30 for a specific search term for a post on Instagram, but it allows you to store up to 30 sets where you can copy and paste. So as you find these keywords in the app, you can store those hashtags and just go back to them on a regular basis to save time. So here, this is a productivity hack. Those people that are more productive in 2019 this year are the ones that are going to kill it online and social media. The last one we mentioned in passing before, but this is probably the second most common question, is how do I liven up with graphics and templates stories on Instagram or Facebook? Well, on Instagram, we use an app called Unfold. Unfold is an app that you want to try out right away because it has templates. It can organize those segmented stories in Instagram so that they look good, they look clean, they have additional graphics, emojis, whatever, fun fonts, whatever you're using to liven up those stories. Because really stories are where it's at, those short little stories that we're all viewing. It's interesting, I had a conversation today with a very successful business leader, and she's just developing a brand new strategy for stories and short form videos for this year. And she hadn't done much previously, and I asked her about her own behavior. And it was similar to mine. I said, well, tell me about what you're viewing on a daily basis when you're not working. What are you looking at? And she gave me the example of working out at the health club. She says, Monte, it's really interesting to me because when I'm on a treadmill or when I'm doing something at a gym, I'm just going from one story to another with all the people that I'm connected to. I'm not even looking in my news feed. So think about the relevance of that for our businesses that are online and e-commerce and social media. That's where the eyeballs are. That's what people are focusing on. So that's what we have to think about as far as strategies for 2019. So the three apps are Cut Story. Get it, download it, it's free. Jetpack and Unfold. Boom, the Three Musketeers. So that's it for this episode. These episodes are always quick. I'm glad to be here with you. 16 will be back with us on our next episode. Love her, and I know that you love her as well. She has these amazing ideas on a regular basis, and I'm always learning as well, so I'm looking forward to having her back on the next episode. So that's it. If you're watching the replay, whatever country you're from, hashtag replay, hashtag the country. If you have questions about the content that I shared in this live episode, please put it in the comments and we'll get back to you later. Thanks again. This has been another episode of What the Hack. I am so happy that you're watching. I appreciate it. And 16 says, there she is. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate and love you all. Bye-bye, everybody.